Story 24. King Sazan had a Khaja of noble sentiments and of good aspect, who served his companions when they were present and spoke well of them when they were absent. He happened to do something whereby he incurred the displeasure of the king, who inflicted a fine on him and also otherwise punished him. The officials of the king, mindful of the benefits they had formerly received from him and being by them pledged to gratitude, treated him kindly whilst in their custody and allowed no one to insult him. Well, even if somebody's legitimately a prisoner, it's, some things aren't exactly the right approach. If thou desirest peace from the foe, whenever he finds fault behind thy back, praise him to his face. A vicious fellow's mouth must utter words. If thou desirest not better words, sweeten his mouth. He was absolved of some accusations brought by the king against him, but retained in prison for some. Another king in those regions secretly dispatched a message to him, to the purport that the sovereigns of that country, not knowing his excellent qualities, had dishonored him, but that if his precious mind, may Allah prosper the end of his affairs, were to look in this direction, the utmost efforts would be made to please him, because the nobles of this realm would consider it an honor to see him and are waiting for a reply to this letter. The Khaja, who had received this information, being apprehensive of danger, forthwith wrote a brief and suitable answer on the back of the sheet of paper and sent it back. One, however, of the king's courtiers, who noticed what had taken place, reported to him that the imprisoned Khaja was in correspondence with the prince of the adjacent country. The king became angry and desired this affair to be investigated. The courtier was overtaken and deprived of the letter, the contents of which were found on perusal to be as follows. The good opinion of high personages is more than their servants' merit deserves, who is unable to comply with the honor of reception which they have offered him, because having been nourished by the bounty of this dynasty, he cannot become unthankful towards his benefactor in consequence of a slight change of sentiments of the latter, since it is said, he who bestows every moment favors upon thee is to be pardoned by thee if once in his life he injures thee. The king approved of his gratitude, bestowed upon him a robe of honor, gave him presents, and asked his pardon, saying, I committed a mistake. He replied, My lord, it was the decree of God, the Most High, that a misfortune should befall the servant, but it was best that it should come from thy hands, which had formerly bestowed favors upon him and placed him under obligations. If people injure thee, grieve not, because neither rest nor grief come from the people. Be aware that the contrasts of friend and foe are from God, because the hearts of both are in his keeping. Although the arrow is shot from the bow, wise men look at the archer